Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Now if you saw my video that I posted last week, you would know that I started and finished Fourth Wing. If you don't know when I rated it and thought of the book, then go watch my last video, this one. But if you did watch it, you would know that no words needed. So I had some thoughts and ideas, and there was a mixture in there of what my next video would be. But as soon as I picked up this book, and it got me out of my book slump, hence why I'm back on YouTube. At the same time I bought Fourth Wing, I obviously bought Iron Flame. Now I did not buy Onyx because the only one they had in the store was hardback, and these two are obviously paperback, and I prefer paperback over hardback. But if I buy one book in a series as hardback, the rest need to match. It's an unspoken book rule, in my bookcase at least. But obviously Iron Flame is the second book in the series. She's a bit thicker than Fourth Wing, but I'm very much intrigued. Now I did have a lot of considerations to do, because the same day I finished Fourth Wing and wanted to start Iron Flame, one, I needed to finish the last video and start a new one, but two, the last book in the Windy City series, Rewind It Back, came out. I don't need to buy them because I don't have the Windy City series in physical at all, and I'm not going to buy the fifth book in physical when I don't have the others. Doesn't make sense to me either. And I read them all on my Kindle. However, I have priorities now. I love the Windy City series. If you have been here for a while, you would know that I love the Windy City series, because every single book in that series I have rated anywhere to 4 to 5 stars. I think possibly all of them might be 5. It's a 5-star series for me, and it is one of my favourite series I've read. But I don't want to see spoilers for either of them. And typically I do read multiple books at once because my brain works better that way. But since picking up Fourth Wing, it's the only book I could focus on. So I feel like I'm going to get through this quite quickly, or at least I hope to get through this series quite quickly and move on to Rewind It Back, so that I don't see spoilers. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers as much as possible, but I don't know what it is. This is the first Rebecca Yarros book I've read. Not this one. This is the one I'm going to read. Her writing is just perfection. It's intricate and complex and detailed to create the perfect fantasy world, but at the same time it's so simple and easy to read. Insanely easy to read. And spoiler alert if you've not read it, obviously Fourth Wing, kind of a cliffhanger at the end. I also did cry with Fourth Wing, which I'm not a big crier with books unless the writing is so good. I feel like I'm actually there, so that is definitely a big detail on how good this book is. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop rambling now and get into actually reading Iron Flame. I ordered Onyx today, and it's meant to be delivered tomorrow, so hopefully it gets here. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna finish this today because it's, what time is it? It's 7 PM. I need to eat dinner. I can't go to bed super duper late because I have work tomorrow, but maybe in maybe 2 or 3 days that will be finished, and then I can read Onyx and then continue on to the other books, as well as this shelf behind me where I still have a lot of books on my physical TBR that I constantly push back and back and back because there's a new release or there's something on a Kindle I want to read. I feel like we're all guilty of that though. I'm about to start reading Iron Flame, and one thing you should know is I always either listen to a playlist made by the author, because some authors obviously make their playlists, or I find different playlists, or I even have my own reading playlist, but if not, I'll put brown noise on. Like, I always have to have something, and I don't know why, but it just makes me like focus and almost enter the world of reading a bit more. But I'm gonna listen to this one. So I'm opening the book, and the dedication is to my fellow zebras. Not all strength is physical, which, if you know book one, you know. This is the map we had in book one of their like university grounds, in quotation marks because it's not technically university. But here we have the full map, which is new. So I'm going to give that a quick scan over so that I'm not confused when people or places are brought up. But I will probably be doing like the typical flip back and forth between pages in the map. I've been reading for about an hour. I'm 120 pages in, which is exactly chapter 11, and like this much of a chunk in. Like, there's barely anything, to be completely like brutally honest, barely anything. This book somehow better than the first, and I don't know how, because the first was like everything. I don't want to go into too much detail with anything because I do not want to give spoilers, but 100 pages in and I did tear up at some point, so put that in mind. So if I remember correctly, I think in the beginning of this video I said the final book. It's not the final book, it's the third book. There's definitely more books to come to this series. I looked at it on Goodreads while I was logging like my progress and everything in here. There's more books predicted in this series than just the 3 that are out currently. I don't know where I got the final book from, or if I just made it up in my head and I didn't actually say that in the beginning. I can't remember. But anyway, this one's currently the second one, but Onyx Storm is just the third. It's not the final book. It's the next afternoon. I just finished work. Yes, I am in the same pyjamas as yesterday because I feel like that's a normal thing to wear pyjamas multiple days after the other. But I thought I'd give you a little update on Iron Flame. I think I already said this yesterday, but like, Fourth Wing was chef's kiss, like perfection for me, like personally, in my opinion. I'm like 20 something percent into Iron Flame, and it's somehow better. Like, I don't know why or how it's better, but it's just better, and I don't understand it completely. But I'm on chapter 19, page 224. I read like 200 and something pages yesterday, and then I read a few chapters this morning in the car on the way to work. But as I said to you guys the other day, I also had ordered Onyx Storm. It's it. Onyx Storm ordered is here. I'm gonna open it up. I'm opening it up like backwards to you guys, so that you don't see my address and details and stuff. I'm so excited. Oh wow. It's like fully bubble wrapped and stuff. This is, I feel like the ones I got of Iron Flame and Fourth Wing are, they're paperback, but I think they're like the pocket size versions, because Iron Flame would normally be like 517 pages or something, maybe. Oh no, like 700 and something pages. This one is 786 pages. It was Fourth Wing that was meant to be for like 517, but it was like 560 something in the pocket version. So this is actual paperback, not like a pocket size paperback. I'm so excited. She's beautiful. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's so stunning. Like the covers and the artwork on these covers. Oh my god. Yeah, like you can definitely see a difference in size. Like this is normal paperback. These are like the paperback, like pocket book sizes. It's so pretty. I'm not reading the back of it, obviously, because I'm yet to finish this one, so it would be spoilers and things like that. But, oh my god. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love this. Like, I don't want to give myself any spoilers, so I'm not going to read the back. But back to Iron Flame. I do want to finish this pretty quickly, I guess, in quotation marks. So I'm going to get back to reading, and hopefully I'm hoping to finish it today and like some point over the weekend, so that I can focus on this beauty right here. But we shall see. This video is obviously going to be me reading both, and I hope to get them finished. So I'm pretty much going to spend the rest of the evening reading Iron Flame. I just had dinner. I'm now like 300 pages into Iron Flame. I just need to pop to the beach to pick up sand and seashells for some activities that my kids are going to do. When I say my kids, I mean my kids in the class that I teach, not my kids as in actual children I've given birth to. I got some Biscoff ice cream that I'm going to have a little sweet treat with, and I'm going to continue reading some of Iron Flame. Yes, I am sat on the floor. I sit on the floor quite often. I enjoy sitting on the floor. And plus, because it's quite hot at the minute, it's also very cool. But I got to page 517, and that is basically where I stopped. For the entire rest of this weekend, there's dogs barking outside of my window. I apologise if you guys can hear that noise. But I'm now like 60-something% way through, and the reason I wasn't reading much is because I was also at my boyfriend's place this weekend and we were doing other things, like a chill weekend. We didn't do anything like big or anything, like we didn't really go out or anything. But that's the reason I haven't advanced too much more into the book. Also because I got to like a very pivotal point of this book where it could literally go either way. If you know, you know. Like if you've read Iron Flame, all I'm gonna say is chapter 43 and chapter 44, like, So I've like been neglecting picking it up because I don't want it to go a certain way, because I already cried like at the beginning of this book with a mention of something that happened in Fourth Wing. Like, that's how like down bad this book has me and this series has me, because like, as I've explained multiple times, I'm not a big crier with books unless I'm fully invested in everything into the story. I'm still really I Iron Flame. I'm hoping to finish it today, or at least nearly finish it this afternoon. I was going to look at my watch, but then I remembered it's on charge, but it's like 6:30 in the evening. So I'm gonna read, I'll eat dinner while reading, and then I'll see what I can get done, essentially is where I'm going with this. I hope it's the entirety of what I have left, but I don't think it will be, which is fine. I still have time to finish Iron Flame and Onyx Storm before like uploading this video, but I think I'll have to move away from fantasy or romantasy for like a few days after I finish Iron Flame and Onyx Storm, because this is just a whole new level and I don't want it to be so good that it puts me in a book slump. And I know that if I pick up another romantasy after the series, based on how much I've been enjoying it, it will push me into like a book slump in like the romantasy genre. So I'm gonna try and not pick up a romantasy and just focus on like the Rewind It Back book, which is the last book in the Windy City series, which is another one that I really want to read. So that's just general romance, so that's away from it. Or I'll look for a different type of book and just essentially go on mood reading. Like, this one is mood reading. I'm in the mood to read this and Onyx Storm because I want to finish this series so much because it is such a good series. But I'm also like scared to finish it because I don't want to finish it at the same time. Like, I want this to be like infinity long, but I'm gonna get back to reading. I'm gonna put my fan on. I turned it off so I can film this without it being like too much background noise, but then the dogs decided to bark instead. But I'm gonna put my fan on and I'm gonna attempt to finish Iron Flame. can't deal with this right now. I can't, like, the last 3 chapters I just read, so much has happened. Like, Zayden, we love you, but really? And like, I understand Violet, like I do. I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, I understand where Zayden's coming from, which is kind of the whole point of this storyline as it is you're kind of meant to feel for both parts. At least that's what I'm getting, and that's how I'm feeling, and I enjoy that. What the flip just happened from the ending of one chapter to the beginning of another, that is what I can't deal with. Right now, I don't want that. I can't control it, but I don't want it. And I have a feeling I know where this is going, and I don't like it. Like, I actually can't deal with this. Finished, completely read by me, and I don't know what it is about myself and having this recurring thing of my favourite books being ones that absolutely wreck me, because there were tears, there was shock, there was fear, there was me left with my jaw open, like, too many emotions. I was crying over a character I don't even like, which is crazy. It's crazy that I was crying over a character that, like, I really hated since book 1, since Fourth Wing. I cried for this character. All I know after finishing Iron Flame is that I immediately need to start on Onyx Storm. Immediately, because I have questions and I hope this has answers. Because if not, we have problems. But I know I said at some point through reading this that I wasn't sure how good it was going to be in comparison to Fourth Wing. It's like, this is, I don't want to say it's a 6-star book like Fourth Wing, because I feel like the first book in a series is what I based that series off, and because I really loved Fourth Wing, and it really just brought me into this entire world of the EMPYREAN series. For that reason alone, it's 6 stars. This one, however, the writing, obviously same as Fourth Wing, perfect. Storytelling, perfect. Character growth, everything I love is within this world. So it is still a 5-star book. Like, I can't find a fault with it. I genuinely can't find a fault with it. So it inevitably has to be 5 stars. And like, the way that it makes me feel and the emotions I've gone through reading this, it just has to be 5 stars. I'm not giving anything away for the way that I am finished, but if you've read it, you know. And I will be immediately moving on to Onyx Storm so I can try and get some answers for Iron Flame, because they're needed. It's not a want, it's a need. I don't want the answers. I mean, I do want the answers, but I need the answers. It's desperate. Okay, so I'm literally about to start Onyx Storm. The dedication in this book, to the ones who don't run with the popular crowd, the ones who get caught reading under their desks, the one who feel like they're never invited, included or represented, get your leathers, we have dragons to ride. But apart from that, there's a map or a guide of all of the people and their dragons and who they're bonded to and their signet speciality type thing. Why would I need that? Why would I possibly need that? I'm scared. And of course you have the map, and I haven't looked at the map yet, so I don't know if it's bigger or the same, or I feel like it's slightly bigger than last time. Or maybe it's because the book is an actual paperback instead of a pocket-sized book. But I'll show you the map and the characters and who they're bonded with type thing. So first of all we have Violet and Xaden up. Then the book dedication, which is perfection, as per usual. And here you have the list of the names, obviously the squad, who they're bonded with, and their speciality, signet. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And of course, leaders. And then the map, which, like I said, I feel is bigger, but on the same time, it could just be because it's spread out on a bigger page. I'm not 100% sure. But here we go. Hold up. I was not expecting that intro thing of the following text has been faithfully transcribed from the Navarian into modern language by Jesnia Nelwat, who is a character that has appeared in previous books, curator of the Scribe Quadrant and Besaith War College. I also don't know if I'm pronouncing any of this correctly. I'm reading it how I read it. That is how it is. If I'm reading it wrong, correct me. All events are true, and names have been preserved to honour the courage of those fallen. May their souls be commended to Malik. I'm scared. Right, ignore the hair. I just got out of the shower and put my products and stuff in it, as well as the uniform. It's the morning, so I'm about to leave to go to work soon, and this is my uniform currently. I die of heat every single day right now, because of how hot it is in my classroom and everything. So eventually we will be starting to wear shorts to work, which will help. But that's beside the point. I'm here to talk about Onyx Storm. I got to chapter 5 last night because I started it at 10:30, which is 50-ish pages in. I'm not even 100 pages in, and I can already tell that this book is going to ruin me more than any of the other ones in the EMPYREAN series. And there's already things within those first 4 chapters I've read that I'm I can't do this. I know I'm going into this completely blind, obviously, because I've never read it before, but I'm vulnerable to whatever is in this book. Ignore the mess behind me. I'm going to the beach with my sister. We're going to have like a sister evening, so I'll bring you along for some of that, just some clips here and there. But in other news, Taylor Swift just posted that she now owns all her masters, and like, while I'm slightly sad that we're not going to get the Taylor's version of Reputation and stuff, I'm more happy that she owns all of her music, like her life work, the songs about her life. I did tear up reading the letter. I'm at a really good point in Onyx Storm where I was left with like jaw open. There's a lot going on. I will talk about the book more later, and I'll probably read some more of it tonight because it's Friday, so tomorrow is the weekend, which means I can stay up later to read, which I'm so happy about. But yeah, I've got a little dress on and we're gonna go head to the beach. We made it to the beach. We got some little snack boxes with popcorn, watermelon, blueberries and strawberries that Elise made. Very, very kindly. It's very, very, very hot.
You've got apple spritz.
I have apple spritz and you have
I got lemonade.
Lemonade. The bags, the shoes, and we're just chilling. Oh, there it is. The apple spritz.
Okay.
Ah, that's cold. Got Mamma Mia on.
Kind of, you can see it.
You can't really see it on the camera, Elise.
Oh.
But we can kind of see it. I'm drinking the apple spritz. It's actually quite nice, to be fair. Elise isn't trying it.
I haven't tried mine.
Because she's,
sorting everything out, as per usual.
Oh, you're just drinking it out of the can?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Try.
Ooh, I get to be cameraman.
You do get to be.
Oh, that's so pretty. You've got Gibraltar in the back. Mmm.
Refreshing.
Yeah, it's got like a hint of lime to it.
Well, it's lemonade, isn't it?
Elise. Lemon, aid. But it's got a hint of lime.
It's nice.
Are you just going to drink it out of the can though? Because I did bring you a glass.
I don't going to put it in the glass. I just
Oh,
want to try it.
okay. So this is the full setup. We've got popcorn, watermelon, blueberries and strawberries. My watermelon blueberries is together because I sprinkled a bit of sugar on my strawberries. My popcorn, my apple spritz, and the card games, and of course Mamma Mia and the sea.
You're in the mood for a dance.
And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen. We're packing up and then we're going to go get some dinner. It's filming now. We have Bluey bottle. What happened? Why didn't we go out for dinner? I was really busy.
It was. Didn't deserve a table.
Not my fault. But we did buy some stuff from the supermarket. We got chicken fingers, pizza paninis, and mozzarella sticks. And I got tiramisu, and you got a what? A milky bar.
A milky bar.
A milky bar thing.
All the people do takeoff.
Oh, what do all the people do, Elise? Oh. Yeah, that's what she got. And then I got, me and my mum, some tiramisus. Yeah, but that's not for food, that's for like beauty gurus. For beauty products.
This is beauty.
So I'm gonna eat dinner and then give you a full-blown like update on Onyx Storm and continue reading it and hopefully finish it tonight, if not tomorrow morning. But I genuinely wish I could get this series like tattooed all over my body. Like the things I would do to be able to experience all of these books for the first time ever, and I've not even finished the third one, is insane. Okay, we have things to discuss, and yes, I'm on the floor. I am a floor person. I love sitting on the floor in all of my videos. There will be a moment, most likely, if you go back and watch all of them, that I will be found sat on the floor at some point. Iron Flame, we loved it, as we know from what I said about it in my review. However, there were points, like definitely more at the beginning, that I was like, I'm not getting enough Xaden. Like, this man is like a top tier romantasy, main character, boyfriend, everything. I'm now, where am I at? This far through Onyx Storm, and it's still bothering me that this one is a bigger size than my other paperback books of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, but that's a story for a different time. And some big things have just happened. A very big thing has just happened. I have questions. I need answers. I feel like, although things have like happened in the book already, we're still anticipating something. Like, I'm waiting for the big thing, and I don't really know where to go from it currently. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I'm very much still enjoying it, and I like how prominent all of the characters are, not just our main characters Violet and Xaden, but all of the other characters. I have missed Ree and Sawyer for a good chunk of this book, I will not lie. Ryddock, or however you say the name. I am loving this man. I still don't really know how to feel about Dane. Like, we tolerate him at the minute. Like, I wouldn't say he's a character I love or like, even, but there's a redemption arc in there, to a certain extent. Like I said, I'm tolerating him at this point. Whether that will change later in the book, I don't know, but his priorities are his priorities, and values are values, and he will bend them, but he won't break them. That is the character he is, and that's fine. You always need a character like that in a romantasy, or just even a fantasy book, not even a romantasy book. But we tolerate. That is all I have to say about him. But I'm excited instead to see where this goes, because I really don't want to cry like I did with Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. But I already have teared up multiple times in this book, so I know that I will cry at some point. But you know, it is what it is. I estimated with what I have left to about 2 hours of reading, and it's currently 1:15 in the afternoon on a Saturday. So I'm gonna get this read and hopefully get it read, and then edit this video to upload it. And at the end I'll do kind of like a recap of my opinions of all 3 books, just so it's easier, because I also know that there's more books in this series coming, because, well, it's been said that they're coming. Like, that's all there is to it. But I'm also fully aware that after reading this romantasy series, I will need a break from the romantasy genre, because I don't really think anything's going to ever compare. It's currently overtaken my other favourite romantasy series, which is the Crowns of Nyaxia, however you want to say it. Like The Serpent and Wings of Night. That entire series was my favourite romantasy. It is now Fourth Wing, Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. The EMPYREAN series is my favourite romantasy, and I'm not ashamed about that. Like I said, like the last time I talked to you, I think it was, or one of the last times I talked to you, I want this literature of these 3 books and whatever's to come tattooed in my brain. It's already there. My body, this is me. Like, I have obsessed over this book so much that my search area of Instagram is fan art or memes of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, not Onyx Storm, thank God, because I did not want spoilers. But I have obsessed maybe too much with this book, but I don't think it's too much. But I'm gonna get back to reading now and stop yapping. one thing I also want to do is reread literally all 3 of these books. Well, I'm trying to pick them up, but like I have small hands and the books are big. Here we go. All 3 of them. I want to reread them, obviously, but I also want to annotate them. I just finished Onyx Storm. I kind of wish I recorded myself reading the last few chapters because I was an emotional wreck. Like, my mum and my sister came back from the shops and I was literally sat in the car in the chair like crying. The ending, it's a whole different thing, but I don't know where to start. To be completely honest, I don't even know where to start at all. Like, the beginning of this book felt a little bit slow, but I think that's kind of intentional. Like, it felt like it was intentional with where Iron Flame left off. It was all very intense for all of our characters, and then they had to go back to the college and everything, so it was probably just like a reflection of, it felt like it was going really slow for them. But the more you read into the book, the more it picked up, and the better it just got. Like, it just gets better and better, and I need the next book like now, and I don't even know if it's like even halfway written at this point, but I don't have words. Like, I don't have words for how good this book is, and I know that there's a lot of people that haven't enjoyed Onyx Storm as far as the EMPYREAN series. If there's been a lot of debate on it, but I personally, on every single book within the Fourth Wing, the EMPYREAN series, I want 0 criticism on it because I'm obsessed. I don't know if I'll ever find a romantasy book or series that will ever be able to compare. Like I said, it like skyrocketed any other romantasy book I've ever read, including my all-time favourite romantasy series that I was like, nothing's ever going to beat this. I was mistaken. I don't really know what opinions to give on this book other than the ones that I've given, because it's just, as well as every single book in this series, as you will find me to be quite repetitive, it's just perfect. Like, the characters, the storytelling, the writing, the different elements used in it, I have no criticism on any of these books whatsoever, so it is a 5-star read for me. Like, I can't even pronounce words properly right now. Like, I literally finished it like 2 minutes ago, came upstairs from after finishing it downstairs just to record this. It's just perfect. Like, I don't even know where to go from this, to be completely honest. But I'm obviously going to keep reading. I'll just take a break from romantasy, because if I read another romantasy book after this, I will be driving myself into a book slump, and I don't want to do that. So I'll probably read like a normal romance or like a sci-fi or something. I'll find something and continue recording me reading those books, whichever way I decide to go. But I will be steering away from romantasy for at least like a week, just to respect the space, hold space. I am holding space for the EMPYREAN series. But on that note, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please tell me what you thought of the EMPYREAN series down in the comments. I know that, like I said, Onyx Storm, as far as within the EMPYREAN series itself, was a bit of a debate. I knew that before I even started Fourth Wing, because I started it like just after Onyx Storm came out, because I was like, you know, FOMO. I'm so glad I fell into that. Like, I tried to steer away from picking books based on the hype, but I saw so many of my like favourite booktubers and booktalkers and bookstagram people that I follow and watch their content, and I know that we consume similar content and books and we have very similar opinions and things. I was like, I fell into the trap, and I'm so glad I did. But I know that it is kind of like a split thing on if people really enjoyed it or if people didn't. Like I said, I personally will accept no criticism, but please feel free to let me read or like share your thoughts down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.